and welcome back to Roulette Rivals 16, and do I dare say the tail end of Swiss Round 2. As always, my name is Cabin, you may simply call me Cab, and the two players going up against each other here are, to the left, davidredsox, and to the right, apricope. Starting us off here in Isle of Scale, arriving in just 2 minutes and 20 seconds. We can see on apricope's end how they are practicing that lovely, lovely little boost from the keep start, which is even more lovely, actually allowed in this tournament, and I am so happy about that. Like executing that for the first time and like practicing with it in scale spins. I like that a lot, is what I meant to say. I remember vividly just doing that for the first time and how enjoyable it was. Anyway, both our players here won their round 1 matches specifically, so both of them are on 1 point each. From what I can see, I am coming into this match a bit out of nowhere. Only 15 minutes ago I was assigned to take this match, but no worries at all on that front. Hello everyone in the chat as well. I said hi to some of you earlier, but we got Modster, Largeso, Reaper, we got Wallace, and of course Randy, and some special shoutouts to our lovely admin for this match, being of course Chris X3. As we are now getting ever so closer to the start of this match, being David's choice of course, and then moving on to Mendoza after this, chosen by apricope, with 8 wins and 4 losses for David, and 0 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie for apricope. As always, when we see a record like this, we are hoping that the player in question will get a win on their lovely little record. And in this particular example, we would have a 1-1-1 record for apricope, which would be very, very exciting. Alright, exciting. It would be funny. Or, what the heck.
9, 8.
Adjectives are hard.
6, 5.
As we will see that the spin in question is Zoe Washington with a loud pistol as the butler, and Sophia Washington with an explosion accident as the initiate. Here we go. A very fun disguise combo, if I dare say so myself here. Butler is a unique disguise. Initiate is sort of unique, I would personally say. There's really only one viable initiate that comes into mind. And then of course, loud pistol can be a bit funky, but we do have the option to knock Zoe out, so it shouldn't be... I was about to say it shouldn't be too much trouble, but at the same time, these are some... It's just the routing, really. Just getting these disguises and getting these kills done quickly. Sounds obvious, I know. I am a bit of a Captain Obvious in that sense. But that is essentially what I have to say about that as apricope. It's the first of our players to load in, starting off as a member start, an ARC member start, setting up the phone first and foremost. While David is still planning, is the thing. This spin is causing David some trouble already. And of course, from Largeso in the chat, the job of the caster is to be Captain Obvious. In which case, I'm doing a fantastic job. Apricope did knock out the elite guard that Zoe's got. I don't think they knocked out Zoe herself. Or maybe they did. No, they had to, right? Right? They did knock out Zoe. Yeah, they did, and I'm just stupid. Okay, cool. I'm stupid and blind, and for some reason I didn't see the knockout. Cool. As David loads into the map now, starting off as an architect on the top floor. About 27 minutes and 50 seconds real time remaining of the spin, as David is making this very nice phone lure for Sophia through the curtains. It can be quite tricky to pull off, is the thing, but with that briefcase as well. Oh no, so Sophia's not interested in the briefcase. She's not. Oh, that's double restarts. That's double restarts. On David's end, Sophia wasn't interested in the briefcase, so David just needs to redo the lure, essentially. And for apricope, they were right in front of the butler, about to knock him out, but unfortunately, the butler turned around and saw apricope do it, leaving an unconscious witness, and thus, here with the aforementioned double restarts. Or double rips, or double dips. But look at this, David managed to execute the lure successfully here for Sophia, although Zoe did not catch the phone. Zoe was not caught by the phone that David threw down, so that's another restart for David. The loads are just tallying up right here as apricope makes their way into this basement area with Janus's body, picks up their stash once again, makes their way up the tower, and towards the butler once again, you would presume. Here we go, throws out the propane for this elite guard to be distracted so they can just casually climb out by the sides of the castle. As we have another restart from David, oh my, oh my. Well, a distraction from apricope into the butler room in question. And this is a much better situation for apricope this time. The butler's knocked out, the elite guard's knocked out, green guns all around. This is great. This is lovely, this is lovely. And David, let's hope we can get some good news for David this time. Oh, careful with that whoosh as you were making the bullet shot, but maybe... Like, David successfully catches Sophia time and time again. But did they manage to catch Zoe this time? I don't know. As apricope got the elimination on Zoe Washington a few moments ago. A very smooth kill for that matter, even if I didn't manage to catch all of it. But I'm trusting chat here. I'm trusting chat here with comments like smooth and gaming. But apricope has a restart. Oh my god, okay, so apricope has a restart. I was distracted by David, who managed to successfully make the Zoe and Sophia isolation here, but had to make a bullet impact notice for one of the guards down here. So now in the bushes themselves, trying to contain the situation. Man, I feel like I'm just missing out on like everything here, what the heck? But David manages to knock out the panicked guard in question, has no more searching. Green guns is kept, and both targets are now isolated. Very nicely done. But like, the question still remains. What happened on apricope's end? I unfortunately can't answer that, and I kind of feel bad for that. Damn it all. Damn it all. I'll try to be better at paying attention. As davidredsox, oh my, you brought in an oil canister. redsox has brought in an oil canister and placed it by Sophia Washington here with a breaching charge. Ooh, I like that a lot.
How are you this evening, sir?
And that is the detonator for the phone. Gotta be it's very important that you don't mix up the detonators. But davidredsox, being the veteran that he is, we can trust that he's got his detonators in order. As apricope gets the butler disguise once again, propane flask in hand as they're on the glass bridge. Right, and here's the smooth kill. That's the smooth kill, shooting through the glass bridge. That is nice. Okay, I am so happy I actually got to see it this time, because that is really, really smooth. It is a bit unfortunate that it cost a restart for that, and another one for that matter. It's a body. It's a body that gets found on the apricope's end, and it's it's an undressed body, so to say. So it would presumably be the elite guard that's that Zoe has. And it's this guard here that Apricope just bumped that spots the body. But honestly, that is just pure speculation on my end, and I could be way off. I could be way off on what's actually going on. Or it's... Okay, so for Reaper suspects that it's finding the butler and guard. That's also possible. Yeah, because you take the butler's clothes. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Yeah, no. Yeah, forget everything I just said. I like the theory that Reaper and Channel Joints got here a lot better. That it's the butler body and the elite guard body that's being found. As David knocks out this guard up here by the... I was about to say the altar, but it's the ceremony, the funeral for Janus, where they hold it. As we have another restart for Apricope. David shot Zoe in the head and dumped the body by the side of the cliff. But it seems, I mean, it might be calling it a bit early here, but it seems like David's work with knocking out all of these guards has paid off. Nobody seems to be exactly caring about the gunshot, and if they do, they're in a room where they can't exactly investigate the gunshot or don't bother to investigate the gunshot. And so. And the point is, Zoe's body won't get found. No, none of the other guard bodies will be found. Hopefully. Hopefully. As David is... Let's see. Yeah, no, David just needs to get an initiate disguise now. Detonate their oil canister, and then they can make the exit. Now 5 minutes and 10 seconds in-game time as they walk across this little gathering of members, and soon down these stairs where we find that initiate in question that people usually knock out. Now, as for Apricope, similar strategy as last time with climbing to the side here, but sacrificed a silence SMG here to just distract this elite guard and just safely climb. As David now has the initiate disguise in question, detonator in hand, that is Sophia dead. And so David can just switch back into the elite guard disguise and go for the closest exit, which will be the helicopter.
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is
Climbing up the ladder as we speak. It doesn't look good for Apricope. It doesn't look good at all. Here's Sophia about to walk into the radio room. That's David having finished 10 minutes and 51 seconds real time. Just above the mark for 45-second photo finish windows. But even then, with that extended timer, yeah, no, Chris has confirmed it. That is 2 points go to David, and 2 points going to Fusk as well in the other match that's going on around this time. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And we have a comment from Reaper as well. Thought the heli exit was gonna disappear at last second due to... because if the constant locks down, they escape to the helicopter. Oh, that would have been unfortunate. That would have been really, really unfortunate if that would have happened. It wouldn't, like, you would have still been able to salvage it, so to say. Make no mistake. Just take a sip of water there as we will arrive to Mendoza in about 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's see, negative records for both our players here. 5 wins and 12 losses for David, and 0 wins and 2 losses for apricope. Although David has a personal best of 5 minutes and 35 seconds. And make no mistake, David is a veteran. David is a fantastic player all around, even without that in mind. So make no mistake, even with a negative record, I can't talk, bloody heck. This is a opponent to be feared. Whew. Rightio. What else can I distract ourselves with while we wait? I'm just reading through some of the chats here. Just checking in how things are in the... Just checking in how things are. Trying to come up with things. Lots of things. Lots of things. I did mention that both of these players had won Swiss round 1, so both of them will still have 1 point. Well, I mean, one of them might have 2 points and 1 point after this. Alternatively, both of them could have 1.5 points after this in the event that this ends in a tie. Nice banana slip from apricope as well. I quite like that tango musician isolation. I quite like it a lot.
I dare say congratulations.
As we now have 20 seconds until the match starts. Well, until the map starts. I've had better conversation topics to distract ourselves with. This was one of my weaker nights. One of my weaker idlers between maps.
5, 4,
Nevertheless, we have a spin. It is Don Archibald Yates with an assault rifle in the suit, and Tamar Vidal with a broadsword as the head of security. Rightio. Rightio. 2 large weapons. 2, okay, disguises. And of course, a broadsword in the attic. Assault rifle will most likely... Because I think the mercenaries around Yates's place use SMGs, so you can't use them. As apricope will be the first of our players to load in. Once again, for that matter, 2 maps in a row. Fast planner, I like that. And we'll casually just make past that frisk point with the 2 gauchos into the gardens of Yates's property. Very, very nice. David now loading in as well into the shrine. And will make their way up the stairs here, unpacking their assault rifle. Let's see if we can get these audio levels more balanced. Hope it's alrighty. Let's see here. Also getting a seeker on David's end, and then repacking their assault rifle into the briefcase. No harm done, unpacking it once again and climbing up here. Okie doke. Cool. As both our players are now on the first floor of the Yates property, you would say on the porch, I guess you would call it. They're in that outside area. David now climbing up the pipe onto the first floor roof. Apricope following suit. Damn. Nice. Very nice. Ooh. As apricope will... Okay, that's green guns. That's green guns. Valentina kind of stood up and was about to spot apricope throwing a non-lethal melee at her, but it's all good. It's all good. Apricope's got it. As David, getting here at a bit earlier in game time, can shoot Yates before he even walks out on the balcony. Has knocked out Valentina since earlier, either way. And there we go, very nicely done from both of our players, for that matter. I mean, David probably has the faster in-game time strategy, so to say. But apricope still has an advantage with that faster planning. And it's just a very friendly reminder that that really makes a difference. As I was saying that apricope had made a distraction for the mercenary who guards the porch, threw a non-lethal can at their head, and that meant that their body was spotted through the window by the two guards that are by the stairs. So that is 2 restarts in a row for apricope, one just really quick restart into a replan. And now they are back into Mendoza once again with a similar strategy to last run. And like, understandably so, because it's a good strategy. It really is. It really is a good strategy, but bloody heck, that rip. Oh, that rip. Oh my god, and look at that from Red Sox. About a bit before 2 minutes and 30 seconds in-game time, made a seeker shot on Tamara, and also made a seeker shot on the head of security, of what I could see. A very, very nice and long shot, for that matter. Well done. Yeah, look at that. There they are. Both of them going into the bathroom now as we speak. Tamara going in and out one of the bathrooms, and then going back into the first one. Ah, Hitman logic is amazing. As apricope managed to eliminate Tamara and Don Yates once again, and excellently so for that matter as well. Will be back on their feet in just a moment. Back on their feet as in back to where they previously were. Now has a mercenary disguise from a mercenary going up the stairs, so they don't have to worry about getting ripped by that porch mercenary again. So that's good. That's good. You love to see it. You love to see this with apricope. Gets their stash here up in the basement as well. It's one of the dart guns and throws down the broadsword. As David knocks out the head of security here, having knocked out a security guard as well, here in this bathroom. Like, the bathroom is getting thinner and thinner, less and less people, well, less and less conscious people on David Red Sox end. Puts down a coin for Tamara's bodyguard. And there we go, that's Tamara eliminated. A coin and a sword is all it takes to eliminate what is essentially, she's like a CIA operative from what I recall. So yeah, excellent. Excellent work by David here. Just needs to make the tango exit now, and Diana is there at the ready. This is a clean GG. However, apricope, 2 minutes and 40 seconds in-game time now. Did Seeker Tamara Vidal earlier. She's going to the bathroom. Apricope's now here by the head of security, making the standard throwing distraction with the broadsword and then placing down a banana for them to... that's not a slip. That's not a slip. And I mean, I think that's gonna call it. Even before that, it would have been very, very tight for apricope to make the photo finish window, but they made some very good improv with using the column on the head of security. Like, that's a good play. Apricope's a great player, but in this particular case, it unfortunately was not enough. Right at the finish line, we have the 2 points going to David Red Sox, leaving us with a score of 4 to 0. Whew. GG's. Condolences to Apricope. But GG's. We will move on to the first of the RNG maps, that being Colorado. I find that quite exciting. I will just take a little break before I come back, so I will just mute myself for a moment, and I'll see you around. Hello again, everyone. Thank you kindly for your patience, as we now have 1 minute and 20 seconds until we arrive to Colorado. We have a lifetime performance of 7 wins, 10 losses, and 0 ties for David, with a personal best of 9 minutes and 18 seconds. And for Apricope, we unfortunately have 0 wins, 2 losses, and no ties on Colorado. As always, though, we are hoping for a very lovely win on that record. We are, make no mistake, we are at 4-0. We've already played 2 maps. Both our players have used quite a bit of energy so far. However, that is no reason to give up. That is no reason to give up the hope of a potential reverse sweep for Apricope. Take a few deep breaths, focus, and let's do this. 15 seconds until we arrive.
Agent, get ready. Duel starts in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6.
And let's see what Colorado has for us today. It is Sean Rhodes with a remote explosive weapon as the militia cook. Penelope Great with a fall as the explosive specialist. Estra Berg with an explosion accident as the hacker. And finally, Maya Parvati with Screwdriver as the militia soldier. So, 2 explosives. Different kinds for both of these targets. All of them can be knocked out if need be. We also have a fall for Penelope Graves. That can be quite funky, is the thing. I don't have an immediate strategy in mind for this particular spin, but I am running through my head the potential ways you can fall kill Penelope Graves. The ones that come to mind are either the house or the barracks where the point man is. You can lure Penelope up to the roof of it, from what I can recall. Apricope, as always, is the first of our 2 players to load in, starting off as a hacker, and is attempting to make this isolation on Sean Rose, the baseball and the baseball bat. Did unfortunately fail the first time. I had to reload. That's a second load now. That is a rough isolation. What? Rough and rough. It's fantastic when it works, but when it doesn't, it has a nasty tendency of not working multiple times in a row. As we will see now, I believe this is Apricope's 4th attempt, unfortunately. That was just throwing down the baseball, so that's a 5th attempt. Uh-oh, Apricope, uh-oh. As David started off by the West Bridge and is going with the standard isolation of Estra in the basement, seems to be waiting for... Actually, they placed down a phone and then rung it. I'm unsure of the reason, but I'm curious. Ooh, that's luring down Penelope. Ooh! Ooh, I like that a lot. Oh, I am taking notes on that. As Apricope just a few moments prior managed to successfully execute the Sean Rose isolation, and very nicely done at that. Just needs to dispose of that assault rifle on their back, which they have. Penelope is still here by her little computer station, and Ezra Berg is about to leave the basement is the thing. If Apricope is fast, they might be able to... Oh, no. Apricope's opting to restart. Apricope's opting to restart to potentially do this Sean Rose isolation faster so they can catch Ezra in time. Either do it faster or do it in like a different sequence of events so that they can get to Ezra earlier. And oh my, look at this improvisation. Look. This is great. Look at that. Doesn't knock out the militia soldier Sean has immediately. Instead, made a throwing distraction for him, and whilst the militia soldier was investigating the distraction, Apricope just knocked out Sean Rose and then the militia soldier. I like that a lot. Oh, this is why I like Colorado the most. This is why I like Colorado the most. As Apricope makes a bullet shot to distract everyone in Ezra's basement. Unfortunately, as Apricope knocked out one of the elite guards, Ezra saw it, and that initiated a target lockdown, and it... No! And that's another restart from doing the Sean Rose isolation. The throwing distraction went under the table, so Apricope couldn't get it. Oh, my. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. It's David. Oh, been a while since I last checked in with David, but hi, how are you doing? You're about to eliminate Penelope. That's another restart for Apricope. That isolation is not working out. Oh, and now with about 25 minutes real time remaining, Apricope is switching gears. He's switching to the Westbridge start. We will see here in their ducky hoodie will make their way through these double gates with a smuggled in assault rifle. As David knocks out Sean Rose here in the technician's hut, has a remote explosive set up. Right, you can use the breaching charge for it. I forgot. I was so ready for it to be a loud explosive that as well. But yeah, you can use the breaching charge. Makes sense. And yeah, it's Militia Cook to detonate that remote explosive with. I'm trying to see. Right, David's getting the explosive specialist for Penelope. Right, where is she? Right, she's knocked out. Okay, I remember now. David Red Sox knocked Penelope out in that really clean way. Gets this explosive specialist now by the radio. There you go. And we will see him in this, I forget what it's called, a bale shredder? Bale shredder, I think it's called. The one with, the one that shreds the bodies, that one. Point is, David has an explosive specialist now. And is currently running around in that disguise towards the militia cook now. Will, let's see, walk past the militia soldier who just stands peeing by the box. Apricope getting this hacker by the bushes. By the bushes. And let's see here, because Apricope, I think they've got both Penelope and Ezra knocked out. I haven't... I kind of haven't paid attention, and I do apologize for that. As David makes a throwing distraction for the militia cook. There we go. That's the militia cook caught. Now you just need to stick the landing. Hang on. There we go. Got a second distraction now. Whoa, hi! Nice whoosh from Apricope there over by the technician's area here and getting the isolation set up for Maya here. Oh my. As David successfully got the militia cook disguise, detonates the breaching charge by Sean Rose and swiftly switches back into the explosive specialist. A very nice and clean set of events in a row there for David. Now with only Penelope and Ezra left, both at the house, as Apricope eliminates Maya, and that succeeded. Apricope succeeded at eliminating Maya. However, a body was found, and it was a bad body. That's a body found for David as well, but it's a Green Gun's body. Might be the militia cook, if I had to guess. No, is it? Damn it, I don't know. As David is now making the Penelope fall kill. Well, not quite yet. They're setting it up, dragging the body out here in front of the grandfather clock now. Being very careful, looking around. That guard who usually wanders here is by the video game. So it's okay. That's Penelope eliminated. Very nicely done from David. Calmer's the hacker. Calmer's the hacker. Gets their disguise. But right at that moment, that militia guard who was at the video game, who I mentioned earlier, that's when they decided to walk out and just had to spot David switching clothes. There goes Andre, ruining everything again. I quote from Channel Joined in the Twitch chat. Oh my gods. Oh my gods. That was about 8 minutes in-game time for David, and all of that is just gone now. Oh, bloody heck. And like, it's a good, clean strategy as well. So we will expect David to essentially redo it all step by step, exactly as last run. Here's that wonderful, wonderful isolation on Penelope Graves once again. Take note of that. Like, take note of that. I honestly kind of want to get it on like Roulette Resources or something, because that is really, really good. As Apricope calmers this militia soldier, but in that room with the two militia soldiers, or one of them sleeping, and makes the isolation for Maya now as we speak. We should expect her to be eliminated within the minute here. Here we go, screwdriver in hand. Maya Parvati dead. Very, 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 very dead. Now. I haven't quite learned Apricope's strategy yet. I mean, to be fair, David Red Sox is quite fresh in my mind due to the rip. But let's see. I want to watch Apricope for a moment here, because they've got Sean Rose walking towards the shed. 3 minutes and 20 seconds in-game time. Has set up the radio lure for the explosive specialist. Has a militia soldier disguise. And then for Sean Rose... Yeah, no, Apricope, if I recall correctly, has a breaching charge in their inventory, will most likely set it up on Sean Rose there in the technician's shed just as soon as they're done with this explosive specialist. There we go, got their disguise now as David makes the elimination on Maya. And now you can see here Apricope moving towards Sean Rose, propane flask in hand. Never mind actually. Apricope has no interest in Sean Rose and has instead moved to the kitchen. Very well, very well. And I might be wrong actually about Apricope having a breaching charge in their inventory from what little I could spy when they brought it up. So no, yeah, Apricope's getting this militia cook just tranked, got their disguise. Oh my, okay, they're in the militia cook disguise now. They are going towards Sean Rose and Technician's Shed. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, no, you absolutely have time for that. That's not even sarcasm or anything. You have time to make it. And you have a breaching charge in your inventory. I am just blind. Or just missaw it, or yeah. So yeah, that's Sean Rose eliminated on Apricope's end. Very nicely done. Only Penelope and Ezra remain, both of them in the house. Apricope gets the propane flask as well here in the shed. Carefully makes their way out without any bodies being found. That's good. David Red Sox calmering Ezra Berg. Places out the breaching charge right there. And Apricope now has the militia cook awake and sad about their lack of clothes. But now try to change into the explosive specialist bag that they had left there. But the guard who usually pees by the box, they saw Apricope. And it was like a slow whoosh for that matter. Oh my god, David! David also gets ripped by the militia cook whilst trying to calm him. Oh, ye gods. Oh, ye gods. Yeah, we got restarts at around the same time here. Both our players back on square one. As we have... I mean, we're halfway through the spin now. 15 minutes real time until it's done. And a special shout out to Coates in the chat. His official government name is Piss Guy. Just in case you didn't know. Thank you. I shall hereby refer to him as such. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, that's a drink. I could use some, oh boy. But no, I shall not distract myself. I have water. Water is more than enough. I like water. As Apricope knocks out the hacker in the bushes once again. There's a few seconds ago. David Red Sox picking up their breaching charge by the small truck stash. And now moving towards the technician's area with the van. I mean, both our players, they have solid strategies. They're both different, but they're both solid. And they will work. Assuming you don't rip. Assuming you don't rip, both these strategies work really, really, really well. It's just a waiting game for David now for Maya to arrive by the generator. Apricope, both our players kind of activated their respective generators at like the same real time, but different in-game times. And yeah, we will very, very soon see Maya Parvati eliminations from both of them. Apricope will be first in that regard.
Maya Parvati is down.
And then David Red Sox being very careful of these two militia guards that can walk past there and see Maya's body through the wall. Not through the wall, but through the fence, the metal fence. So really, really good map knowledge on that front. And yeah, both our players, similar gameplay here, honestly. Both of them getting the explosive specialist next. David having like 3 minutes in-game time. Still waiting for the explosive specialist to arrive by the radio. Apricope 3 minutes and 33 seconds in-game time. Has the explosive steps. Has the specialist disguise. And is now in the technician's shed where we have the two technicians in the respective ends. Sean Rose by the sink. This is an excellent opportunity to just knock them all out. And yeah, there we go. Apricope will set up the breaching charge now instead of getting the militia cook disguise first. Something that I much, much more prefer, if I say so myself. David Red Sox has an unconscious witness, but it is presumably from Sean Rose, as that's when the when that particular popped up. No, that's when that particular pop-up showed itself. As we now have David Red Sox making the chain lore 4, the militia cook. Apricope calmers the militia cook successfully. We have a tie between Fusk and Alex Hiller in Colorado. As Apricope gets the elimination on Sean. No, don't get spotted. Don't get spotted. Oh my god. We were about to have 2 of the same rips in a row where Apricope gets spotted switching into the explosive specialist. But Apricope made it through. David Red Sox also made it through, both in regards of eliminating Sean Rose and both in regards of just getting the explosive specialist disguise. Oh. Okay. Now it's close. Because both of them have Penelope and Esther left. Both of them have those targets in question isolated in the house. David Red Sox has placed down the propane for Ezra, dragging away the soldier bodies now to just make the blast area clear. Now drags Penelope up the basement stairs to make the fall kill. Apricope slightly ahead on that front as they now make the Penelope kill just by the stairs here. Successfully does so, and now only has Ezra left. Here we go, and now it's David's turn. Now David makes the Penelope kill as well. Now, question is, how will it go with the hacker? Because they are opting to calmer him once again. But let's see. Ooh, gets this one by the doorway here. Gotta be careful not to get spotted. There we go. Good, David. Oh, that is so much better. Oh, good work. Good work. Now, you just gotta be quick now. Oh, I think David's going to get the 3D printed mask here. Okay. Apricope's also getting the 3D printed mask. Ooh, this could be a photo finish. Oh, this is especially going to be a photo finish because we have a 60-second time window now with only 9 minutes real time remaining. Okay. Keep calm. Everybody, keep calm. Apricope gets the mask. Moving on down out to the basement as we speak. David in the basement now opens the tornado shelter exit. Gun in hand. That's Ezra down. Finished with 21 minutes and 16 seconds real time. Photo finish timer ticking for Apricope. Getting their hacker disguise out here by the bushes. 10 seconds now. I repeat. Making their way down the outside stairs now to the basement. Has Ezra by the shelter exit here. Opens it up. We now have 25 seconds on the photo finish timer as Apricope is about to make their way in, gun in hand. And that is Ezra eliminated. That is the exit with about I would say 37 seconds photo finish. That is 21 minutes and 54 seconds real-time exit for apricope. 54... Hang on. 54 minus 16. I'm just gonna use a calculator. I'm too hyped up to actually think. 54 minus 16. That is 38 seconds. That is a 38-second difference between our two players here. We will get a confirmation from Chris in just a moment, who has quite the calculating to do. 38 seconds and 0.7 seconds apart for both of our players, with davidredsox having pressed down first. And as said, we have quite the amount of loads to count, so please be patient towards Chris. Give some appreciation to Chris as well. Some very, very, very well deserved appreciation to Chris, as he will calculate this for us. We have, let's see. So from the Discord chat, I can say, because like I haven't been keeping count of the loads between players, but from David, we had 2 loads, it would seem. Loaded twice, says David, because apricope asked if David restarted a lot. And apricope had a lot of restarts at the start there with the Sean Rose isolation that didn't work out. And then they very, very smartly, like apricope very, very smartly, he switched to the West Bridge start, and that's how they got the spin going from there. But still, like a lot of loads at the start there. This could be tense. This could be really, really tense and close between our two players here. Ooh, how's the other match going? It's Fusk versus Alex Hiller. How's that match going? I can just take a little look-see in there. I'm clicking a lot, but hang on. Here it is. It's casted by Globalk as well, who have done a great job as a caster so far. You'll love to see it. Current score is, well, I mean, spoilers, but the current score between Fusk and Alex Hiller is 3-1. They're currently on Hokkaido, their third map, and it is Eric Soders with Explosion as the surgeon, and Yuki Yamasaki with a loud SMG as the patient. No target pacification. Oh, that could be rough. It could be really rough. Because, like, Explosion, Eric Soders is fun. I will say that much. And then loud SMG. Well, on Fusk's end, they just got Yuki in the bathroom there where it's soundproof. So no big trouble there. Fusk actually managed to finish right now. And hello, Apricope. Welcome into the chat. Hope you're enjoying yourself. As we will see the scoring update in question. There it is. 5-1 going to Fusk. 1 in 5 minutes and 5 seconds real time. And then 1 minute and 50 seconds in-game time. So I was a bit off with the whole that could be rough. I was way off with the whole that could be rough. but that will be, yeah, that'll be a score of 5-1. They're traveling to Isle of Scale next. If you're interested further into that match, you can just check out my good buddy, Glabalk. And just check him out there. I can drop the link here for funsies just to have something to do. There we go. And assuming David wins the photo finish here and we have 6-0, we could raid Glabalk after this. Otherwise, we'll continue on with our lovely match right here, and whatever potential random map awaits us after Colorado. So yeah, that is essentially how the situation looks like at the moment. Oh, we do have... Ooh. Oh, am I allowed to say this? It's in the RR16 chat, but... I don't know, I just remember some sort of policy of just like trying to keep potential preliminary results on the calculation out of the actual cast itself. So I'm just gonna play it safe and not spoil anything until we have the final result. Oh, we also have... Right, we have a lot of matches tonight, of course. Because we had... Yeah, we have Jotes casting... Let's see. Right, from Randy in the chat, just generally try not to put extra pressure on the admin. I will try to. If I put pressure on any of you, I don't mean to do it intentionally. Just give me a shout if that's the case. Give me a shout if I'm like just stressing you all out in any sort of way, and I'll try to just not do that for future casts. We cool? We cool in that sense? I hope so. Thanks. Thanks. Right, the matches. Right. I was about... That's where my train of thought was before it took another train of thought down a different trail, as we now have... Yep. The time...
Target lost.
Target lost, the announcer from the spin link. Right. The timer has run out. Jotes, yes. The match in 5 minutes. T-North versus Hashashin 47. That will be casted over at Yotes' channel. I can post that in the chat as well. I'd be happy to I'd be happy to have you all here, of course. Make no mistake, I'd be very, very happy to have you all here keeping me company, especially if we have more maps after this, which would be very, very exciting. I say that. I hope it's exciting for the players as well. I'm hoping that they're taking this chance to just brief out as best as you can, considering the photo finish at hand here, and how the result of which could decide the fate of this match. But regardless, my comment stands. Gonna check in with Jotes real quick here. They will be starting off in Paris, chosen by T-North in just under 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Very, very lovely. Both our players at the ready. And yeah. Very, very fun. Very, very fun. And what else do we have? Right! Red Fox versus Frote. in about 1 hour from now. Doesn't have a caster set from what I see. But we might... I mean, I've seen some whispers in our private chat of shoutcasters. I've seen some whispers regarding who might take the match, but we'll see. We'll see. Now, what else can I distract ourselves with? I might have run out of Hitman-related things to distract ourselves with, but then I would have to... In that case, I would have to distract ourselves with something non-Hitman related, and that's always rough. That's always tough. Y'all! Hang on, let me just search this up beforehand. Did this match end, or do we have a third map? We are calculating the Photofinish. Well, Chris is calculating the Photofinish. And we have quite a lot of loads for this particular map. So please have understanding and kindness to Chris as they are calculating this. It's going to be very, very close. It really is. In the meanwhile, though, have any of you heard about Tosca? A Tosca cake. It's something I tried very, very recently. The type of cake with like molten almond sauce on top of it. And it's really, really good. Okay. So Largeso has tried it, but I mean, no worries at all. Like, no worries at all. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinion, and everyone's allowed to, like, dislike something. But I personally really dig it. And as I said, tried it very, very recently. I have yet to bake one myself, though. I am a smidge nervous regarding the steps in question, but... yeah. Heard of them. I think about when you tried them. Oh yeah, hang on, yeah. Okay, I just remembered that, yeah. My bad, that's true. We were in a call actually when I did that, weren't we? Yeah. I am also... like, Tosca is just one type of cake. I could distract ourselves with... let's see, I am just... oh, I'm so bad at talking, bloody heck. I could distract ourselves with, like, more sweets that you could bake. What is it? Cola? No, it's not... I'm thinking Swinglish, Swedish English now, because we have something called cola cookies, but they don't actually have cola in them, so to say. Not the English kind of cola, I think. I forget. Language is hard. Talking is hard. Difficult. Ugh. But food is good. Food is good, and sweets are nice. Mostly. What is it? If I get some help from our good friend Google Translate here, what do we get? We get... let's see. Carbon dioxide! Wait, what? From Randy in chat, kolakkor is caramel cookies. No, yes, that is correct. Caramel cookies is the word I searched for. But I'm not lying about the fact that I just got carbon dioxide from Google Translate here. So I misspelled it. So if you type in this to Google Translate, it automatically identifies it as Hungarian. And this I just sent in the Twitch chat. That's apparently in Hungarian pure carbon dioxide. And even that, wait, no, wait. Google Translate is course correcting now and saying that it's, wait, what? So now Google Translate is saying that this is at night, now that I changed it to Hungarian instead of three. I am so confuzzled. And now, okay, and now I actually spelled it right. Eating carbon dioxide at night doesn't make it better. We hear from Randy in the chat as we have a scoring update. It is Teen versus Hashashin. It's 2 points going to Hash in Paris. Very nicely done. Okay. So now it just gets weirder and weirder. We're going through this. We're going through this because I don't have anything better to do. And I'm feeling a bit slap happy. So now, if you spell it like that, if you spell it kolakkor and have it set to Hungarian and have it set to translate to English, Google Translate translates it to @kolakka. But wait, there's more. Because Google then suggests that you translate it from Hindi. And now, from Hindi, if you type in kolakkor and have it set to English, it translates to kolakkor, which just so happens to be the way I misspelled kolakkor at the beginning of this, which brings us full circle of kolakkor being carbon dioxide. Welcome to Cabin Cast's Hitman, where we talk about caramel cookies and carbon dioxide. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Welcome to carbon dioxide cooking. I still haven't made a cooking stream. I still haven't. I won't write a contract on this or anything. But at some point, if I ever have the time, and if I ever manage to set it up, I would like to just set up a camera in my kitchen and just bake something as just like a one-off. It's just a one-off stream. Make carrot bread. I might. Here's the thing. We have some other things in queue that we could potentially make. Because there was at some point where I said that I wanted to make, like, blueberry muffins if I won one of the RR awards. And I implied that it would only happen if I actually, quote-unquote, won best community event, even though I technically wouldn't have counted for that. But I did win most matches casted, is the thing. So I could still bake the blueberry muffins on stream as like a celebration of that. And from Randy in the chat as well. If I don't get to see you making some food at some point, I will be disappointed. Okay, that is ever the more reason to actually make a food stream. Or a baking stream. Baking is food, yeah? Sweets is like close enough to food, yeah? There was some cast where I mentioned, like, spaghetti with licorice sauce. I think I mentioned. And, like, I feel very embarrassed in retrospect for just mentioning that. Yeah, because it sounds Finnish, right? Or it sounds Swedish, because I distinctly recall at the time when I mentioned it, people mentioned that, like, yep, that sounds very, very Swedish. The embarrassing thing is that I had gotten it from Ratatouille. At, like, I had seen, like, Ratatouille a few days earlier, and at some point in the movie, they mention something, a food with licorice sauce. And I just thought, yeah, that sounds real. That sounds real and French, probably. I'll just casually mention it in a cast like it's a real thing. And it's becoming very clear now in retrospect that it might not actually be a real thing. But if I do inevitably, yeah, this is how disinformation is born, from Largesso in the chat. And if I do inevitably make some sort of, like, baking stream, I kind of have to, like, lie in the own grave. I have made this grave, and I might have to, like, lie in it and actually make spaghetti with licorice sauce real. Which will be extremely rough, because I don't even like licorice. I am just doomed. Only, like, water and, like, the blueberry muffins could, like, potentially save me from the taste of that. Just wash it out with blueberry muffins and water. We have another scoring update. It is Fusk versus Alex. Fusk has won scale in 16 minutes and 37 seconds, leaving us with a final score of 7-1. Congratulations to Fusk. As a fun note from apricope here. Apricope has been doing push-ups for 5 minutes straight. Godspeed. Godspeed. That is a good use of 5 minutes. It really, really is. Licorice sauce sounds like a war crime from Randy. But, like, someone has to have made it at some point, right? Like, someone's got to have, like, at least tried it at some point in real life. And you... I mean, this is pure speculation here, but I am, as a double-edged sword, hoping that someone has made a licorice sauce recipe. If only to save myself from the mess that is creating and inventing my own, unmuting my own, making my own licorice sauce. Just making like inventing my own licorice sauce. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be guilty of bringing something like that into the world. Apricope.
Bringing it to the world. Why do you want it in the first place?
Hello. Hello, Apricope.
How would making it a liquid make it any better?
It wouldn't. It absolutely wouldn't. This is just something I've said once, and if I'd be essentially just doing it for the bit.
So what's the point then?
What's the point?
Because honestly, I don't want to be drinking licorice.
No, we don't. We're not gonna drink the licorice. We're gonna eat it with spaghetti. That's the game plan.
So your plan is to put it on the spaghetti,
Yes.
and it's supposed to make the spaghetti taste better?
No. This is purely for the fact that I accidentally said it once on like a previous cast because I thought it was a real thing.
So this is like last meal death row inmates. You're just giving them licorice sauce.
Not even the death row inmates deserve that kind of food.
I can think of a great many people who deserve licorice sauce, Cab.
Okay,
I could list them all, but your stream might get banned.
I'd appreciate not getting banned, but thank you. We also have a lovely Finnish. We have someone Finnish in the chat. I unfortunately can't pronounce your name, but if you want to try the licorice sauce, then please. Go ahead. Please do. If you enjoy it, all the more power to you. 2 fins. My bad. 2 fins. My bad.
I don't think it's really that hard to make it. Just like melt it down, really.
Maybe. Or
It's not even an invention at that point. It's just cooking.
Fair.
I don't think you can just patent the liquid version of the same food.
Not that I would want
Like
to.
if I just bought gummy bears and then I melted them down and sold them, I don't think that's gonna fly.
Hang on, wait. There's licorice sauce for ice cream. Oh wait, I think I've seen it. I think I know.
It's just the same thing but in a different form.
Yeah, no, okay, no, yeah, no. Wait, Carva has a point here. Licorice sauce is a real thing. I completely forgot about it. That you can get it in a tube. I could get a tube of licorice sauce.
Like a tube like Gogurt?
Yeah, no.
Do people eat Gogurt but like it's licorice?
Like a tube like caviar. Wait, no, bad example. A tube like chocolate sauce.
That's an extremely bad example, Cab.
But you know, the big plastic bottles for chocolate sauce in the ice cream stands, right? Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're talking about, but I don't think you're gonna need that much licorice because you're appealing to a very small audience.
True, but I could theoretically get a tube like that, put it on some boiled spaghetti, and try it on stream.
Okay, the thing is, Cap, there's supply and demand, and you're missing the entire demand part.
I'm the demand. I don't even want it, but I will be the demand.
You're not Adam Smith. I don't think you're making an entire new economy
No.
just to sell your licorice sauce.
I am not. I am not. I mean, selling it wasn't in the cards here, but I'm thinking about it more and more, and just, it's quite a humorous thing to think about. So I thank you for that.
Wait, so if these guys are putting it on ice cream, is there any limit to what they won't put it on? Because people put peanut butter on everything. I've seen peanut butter on everything, and I've seen ice cream on everything. So, where do you end?
I mean, one thing that immediately comes to mind is that there's probably someone who's like put licorice sauce on pancakes. Because I immediately think like chocolate sauce. You put it on ice cream. What's next? Pancakes. And I presume it'd be the same for like licorice sauce. Photo finish. We are calculating a photo finish.
I assume there's a great many amount of foods that people have not put licorice sauce on, Cab.
Yeah. Untapped potential, clearly. Just tapping out for a second here. Welcome in, Psionical.
Well, I mean, there's things that haven't been done for a reason, Cab. People haven't put like 6 quarters up their urethra for a reason.
Welcome in, Psionical, to the post-match Podcabst, as Randy puts it. Here with our lovely guest, Apricope. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome, Cab.
Thank you. I do thank you genuinely, because having the company is genuinely appreciated. Do we want to keep talking about licorice sauce, or...
No, I don't. I actually hate it.
Fair enough. What are your thoughts on blueberry
Even
muffins,
in my
though?
own culture, there's like stuff I won't eat. I hate beet juice.
Okay. But what about blueberry?
Blueberry, it's actually good. Like, I can eat blueberries on their own. So when you put it into a sauce, it actually tastes good.
Thank you. Thank you very, very kindly. I will...
Who has licorice vodka? Oh my god.
Yeah, I just saw that in the
You
chat.
just ruined
as
the
well.
vodka.
I mean, to be fair, vodka already by itself kinda tastes and smells like hand sanitizer.
The only way it combines is the vodka making the licorice taste somewhat better because it numbs your mouth.
Finland has licorice everything, from Randy in the chat.
Oh yeah, they have licorice anything? Do they have a licorice statue of Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Huh?
Maybe, I don't know. If they did have it, it probably would have been eaten up by now, I feel.
Alright. See, if they made a licorice statue, I don't think it's gonna be eaten up. There's butter museums, and right, nobody's eating those.
Well, not yet, anyway.
Because people in America put butter on everything.
Really? I'm going back and forth on whether or not to read out loud what I just saw.
I did not want to read that.
Yeah, as we have a scoring update of 0 to 6. Not for this match though. This was damn it, what was it? Yeah, T Nord versus Hashashin. So Hashashin won 6 to 0, I think.
So 2 matches have already finished, and the time it has taken for Chris to count frames.
2 matches has ended in that time period. Yes. However, I will say, Chris has taken the time to calculate it multiple times. I will spoil that much, and further admins have gotten involved to like double count it and make sure it's right, because this is a genuinely like really important photo finish to count. So congrats on that. You played well.
Yeah, maybe if I wasn't a dumbass and did the hacker start for 5 restarts, it would have been different.
Maybe, but you like to switch away from that strategy, and so early on, like even with 5 minutes, that is like really important as a roulette player, and you have my respect for that. It's done. We have a final score of 6 to 0 going to David. I will just... Yes, okay. So we won't have an exact time for this. They were all a little different, but they all seemed to indicate a slight David win. And a final request from Chris to ban Hacker Start. But yeah, thanks again, Apricope, for being here and just chatting. I will move on to the brackets in just a moment, but if you have anything final to say, then go ahead.
I can shout. You want me to shout?
Depends entirely on what you're going to shout. I'm just giving you one last chance to potentially say something before I wrap things up.
Oh, okay, well, in that case, kids, do drugs.
Let's look at the bracket, shall we? As we will see here, we have David Red Sox on 2 points now that the photo finish is done. 11th place, just behind Reaper in the top 10. And on Apricopes, and let's see if we can find them here. Going down and down the list. There we go, 22nd place with 1 point. and a 0-point difference. A stable record going into round 3. As we will look at the upcoming matches in question. As both me and Apricope mentioned earlier, the 2 other matches which we could have potentially raided are over. So that just leaves Red Fox versus Frote starting in just over 30 minutes. And with that, I am out. I am done. Thank you all very, very kindly for sticking it through with me throughout this match. Huge, huge shout outs to Chris once again. And if I may also say it, I will also give some shout outs to the Time Cube and Reaper for helping out with the calculations. And of course, from Carva, huge shout out to the Licorice Lovers. This one's for you. This one's for you. Bye, Cab. It's been a blast. Thank you, Javalis. It's been a blast having you here as well. And everyone else, for that matter, as well. You've all been a very, very lovely audience. I won't hold up any more of your time now. Just have a good night, day. See you all around.